Hey, LA Solar Team, this is a video that we're going to be shooting for our inspection and QC technicians. So you'll know what to do before your inspection to set up, during the inspection, and after the inspection, what updates you'll need to send. The first thing you're going to need to do is verify your folder location before the inspection and check for the approved plans, permits, inspection card, signed carbon monoxide form, stickers, and placards are all in your folder. You're also going to want to review the punch list and inspection notes and Insightly prior to the inspection. You need to be able to make sure that you prepare appropriately for all the materials that you're going to need to complete the punch list items. You need to review the plans when you're on site to confirm that they match the installation. When reviewing the plans, you obviously want to look at the location of all the equipment. You want to make sure that you verify the layout and the railing mounts. You're going to want to check the single line diagram to make sure that you have all the right breakers. Breaker sizes are proper, wire sizes are proper, all the equipment on the wall is correct, as well as the stringing. Then you'll need to check your signage sheet to make sure that you have all the right signage and placards installed at the site. You want to make sure that if there is a main breaker downsize required for the inspection, you're going to need to make sure that you have that breaker, just like you have all the other equipment that you need, get it downsized to pass that inspection. So next, you're going to want to verify the customer's home and see if they do need to physically check the carbon monoxide detectors. You just want to verify that the client is home and that they'll have access. And that's a copy of the carbon monoxide sheet. Now you want to verify that the grounding is done. Here you can see in the single line diagram what the grounding is look like. You need to make sure that that's completed on the site, whether it has an OOFR, whether it has the 2 ground rods, and obviously make sure that you have those materials. So for maritime cities, Huntington Beach, Manhattan Beach, Long Beach, Redondo, etc., any kind of coastal cities, you're going to want to make sure that you're installing the steel ground rod and the ground terminals that are required for those cities. So this goes into checking your plans, being prepared, getting everything you need at the warehouse, and being prepared for your inspection. If there's attic run or OOFR photos from the Canvas app, make sure that you have those available for the inspector when he arrives if the customer is not home or there's no other way for you to verify that. Obviously, you want to make sure that your ladder is set up 3 feet above the roof line. So that's just a basic safety protocol. A lot of inspectors will not even get on your ladder and they'll fail you right on the spot if you do not have your ladder set up safely. So please make sure you have the ladder set up safely. You have everything prepared on the roof. J-box is open, ready for them to inspect. When the inspection is passed, you need to email the final job card to crew@lasolargroup.com. That's just basic protocol. So after the inspection, you need to make sure that you set up the monitoring afterwards. You take quality control photos so you can have before and after photos of whatever work needed to be performed on site. And if the customer is SoCal Edison client, then you can leave the system on after the inspection and we will set the system on standby mode. Make sure that cities that require hard placards, that those are provided and installed properly. Now for San Diego Gas and Electric, the requirement is that you take a photo of the placard and the main panel in one frame. So they want to see the meter, the placard, and the entire panel in one frame, and they actually need to be able to read the serial code that's on that meter. So make sure that you focus your camera when you take that shot so we don't have to go back to San Diego. If it's a sun run job, You want to take quality control photos using the Canvas app. There's a Sunrun folder in there that will take you through all the necessary photos that'll be needed for Sunrun jobs. So make sure that those are also clear and updated on time as well. Next, you need to make sure that you're painting the conduit. So if you need to paint the conduit and you know the inspector's coming at a certain time, you may want to paint it before or paint it afterwards, but don't be stuck on site painting when the inspector rolls up on you. So you want to be prepared for that situation. And also you have to make sure that all the labels are up. So all the signage and labels after you paint, you want to make sure that all of those are set up properly as designated in the signage sheet and the plans, and and verify that so when the inspector comes, he just can take one look at your plan, see that you're set up, and get ready to go. Now, if you fail in an inspection, you need to take the correction card and the inspector's business card, and you need to email both to crew@lasolargroup.com. So you go ahead and take a photo of that, send that to crew, as well as post that on GroupMe. As soon as you know the results of your inspection, you can go ahead and post that so we can get prepared on our end. If you pass the inspection, then you need to take the photo of the signed job card and email that to crew@lasolargroup.com. If you happen to miss an inspection, make sure you update and adjust any kind of materials or any kind of punch list items that are required. Make sure you get that covered. Make sure it's all in the updates if you're not able to perform those tasks, so that we can pass on the follow-up inspection. Now, if you need to verify a meter spot, then make sure that you have that meter spot sheet, and make sure that what you see on the meter spot sheet matches what you have installed on site. So, and just a couple of tidbits for you guys to remember before we go. We're going to wrap up this video, but I need you to make sure that every time you're set up for an inspection, you know that you have to call for your inspection times anytime between 7:30 and 8:30 to arrange with the inspector. Obviously, depending on the jurisdiction, you'll know what times you should be calling, but it's in that window. Probably most important is the professionalism of our work. Anytime we leave a job site, we want to make sure that we're picking up all trash, all materials from the construction site, obviously all your tools, and any debris or leftover equipment or materials that are on the site. It's up to the technicians to make sure that they stock up their vehicle every Friday. So if you have things that you know that you're going to need for inspections every week, at the end of the week, you want to make sure that you're getting your vehicle completely stocked. So keep record throughout the week of the things that you're using, the materials that you know you're going to need for the next week, so you can prepare for a successful week of inspections.